Hello everyone, welcome to week 4 of Fibula. This week, especially today, I am very happy. I've been getting a lot of work done. As you guys can see here, we got some new terrain coming in. I'm actually fleshing out the game, making things look a bit nice. This is the starting village here. As you can see, we're gonna frame it in here and yeah, add some details to everything. But I think I'm just gonna jump in here and I can show you guys some very big things. If we can get in here, let's see. So we've added some new textures and some. I'm trying with the trees from a free package I found, but I don't think it's not angled like the rest of everything else is. So therefore it looks a bit weird here, but probably these bushes are fine. I'm gonna have to find something else for the trees because it doesn't actually match the angled perspective that is the rest of the game here. So we're gonna work on that. Maybe even I can just rotate it or something. I might look into that. But so a lot of things have happened here. You probably read it from the title of the video as well. But I wanted to start off first here that the most exciting thing of all is pathfinding. I finally added pathfinding. I had a really bad time before, or maybe I shouldn't say bad time. I sat down and I tried out a lot of different like free tools from the workshop. I couldn't find anything that I really understood because I had no idea how the A star pathfinding worked. So I tried to make the built-in nav mesh work for this kind of game as well. I couldn't get that to work, so I just put everything aside and I sat down 6 hours today to learn A star, and I'm really happy that I got it to work. And probably something that I'll take with me to every other project from now on is I can make my own pathfinding system now with the A star. So learning that extremely good. I absolutely love it. Uh, so yeah, if we go down here, we'll talk about everything soon here, about everything that I've added. But if you guys can see here, you can see the world is a lot more dangerous now that there's pathfinding. If we go down here, you see that the rats are following us. And if I go over here, might even look at the spider here. So if we stand over here, on the other version, they would just knock into the wall. They would go like over here and knock into the wall. Now it's a lot more dangerous because you see the spider is actually pathing. I'm extremely happy about just the pathfinding. So that's something I'm really excited about. I even got to work a little bit on the AI after this, which was really nice. So yeah, you see the rats and the spiders are actually they pose a threat now because if you go down here too far, they're gonna start. They notice you and start just charging at you. Another thing, if we actually had a couple of guys here, let's see, here are some rats. If we activate them, I can show you another one. Uh, like the first thing I've noticed was the monsters came at you. Like if two of them was at a door, they would just block everyone behind them. So what I've done here, if we go down to the rats here, so I'm gonna get mobbed by rats. If I just stand still, they have now a behavior to actually uh, to mob you pretty much. So if you see, I stand still and they all just start to mob me. They go around here and here, and they just start to mob you, which was really nice. Before they would stand like in a 3x3, like 2 tiles this way, so they would mob you like over here. But now they actually surround you and pose a threat for once. So I'm really happy with that. Let's see here. If we delete all of these. Now, you might have noticed some other things on the game here. We've added another item slot here, which is the light source, which is, yeah, like it sounds. You go down here. If I go down here, you see that I can't see anything really except the little radius around myself and the entrances to places. Like this is the above ground, so it makes sense for there to be a light. But if we toggle this one, you can see that we have a large AoE of the red from the torch. So that's something I've added there. So now you have to keep like little torches with you. Great graphics, I made them myself, thank you. So that's one. Another thing here, is the this thing over here. You are hungry, if we can read it over here. If you don't eat, you don't regain any HP. That's why I haven't regained anything just from this entire video here. So you eat food and you stop being hungry. You can eat a couple of them and then, yeah, you're full after the fourth one here. So yeah, that's one thing there. And now you're starting to regen. So now food is important. You have to actually have food on you. Yeah, you can just go into the store here and you can buy different foods here. Cheese is dropped by rats, for example. I'm probably going to make some of the other thing. I think bread drops from trolls. So that's something I'm going to fix there. Or not fix that, something I've added. Might have to work with the prices and everything. I've also added the torch into the shop here. So another thing is if we open the journal, you see I have no bounty right now. And before, I would go up to the bounty master and I would just press on him and I would instantly get a bounty. I have actually finished the bounty master board here. So if you click on the bounty master, you get 3 different bounties available. These are randomly depending on what bounties he has on his character. I made this with, if we actually open, let's see here. I can get you some insight on how I made these. So the bounty master here, he has 10 bounties. You see that they're the same bounties, but I made it so 10 bounties is the max, just to make it a bit easier with chances and everything. So you can see that there's a 30% chance to get a deep rat bounty, 40% for a rat, and 30% for the spider. So that is how I added that. I just think that's I could have made it just to be a free, but I wanted there to be a bigger chance to get some of them later on. So you could get like a rare bounty or something like that. So that's how I did that. And the bounties themselves are scriptable objects, which you can just say here is pretty easy. Is that we need to kill 10 of them, 10 deep rats. This is the reward, and this is the lines for the text. So pretty simple and easy to add more. I can just add one for every enemy in the game pretty much. So let's just pick up the exterminate rats. You have accepted a new bounty. Same with the text. You can see that it's over here. And then if you press him again, he says you already have a bounty. So that's nice. Another thing I've been working on as well is the runes. So the runes used to be down here in this quadrant over here. But now I've put them up here and I've put a number above them. So if you're in a town, you can press this one and you can choose the runes just like you normally would. But this little bar up here is pretty much if we add like 5 different spells here, we can add like you want to bring a missile rune and a heal rune, and then you could probably pick and choose whichever ones you have. And this is one way to gain power here. And I've also added if we go down here, if we fight the rat and we press 1 now, we shoot. This is like before, but now there's a little line that says like a little lore thing about the missile, or like the spell component, the verbal one. So if we shoot this one, it says Ignum, which is just a fire. And same with every other spell. Super easy as well. If we go into scriptable objects here, you can see the runes. This is the missile one. You can see everything is pretty easy here, like the projectile that it shoots, the color of the line and of the player here, he says Ignum, the cooldown, the mana, everything here. It's pretty easy actually. And then damage per magic is pretty much just the this one says 1. So this magic spell will deal my magic skill of 3 times 1. So if I shoot this one, I don't have any mana now. But if I shot it at him, he would take 3 damage from that. So it's actually really easy to add more spells later. So yeah, that's what I've been working on this week. Let's see if I haven't forgotten anything, have I? The Pathfinding one was just that's like my biggest triumph this week, because I think that's something that's gonna carry on for the rest of of my Unity life pretty much. Maybe even if I go over to other engines or anything in the future, it's gonna be with me. I now know how A-Star works, which fantastic. I absolutely love it there. I don't think there's anything else that I've worked on. I've done like bug fixes everywhere, and I'm gonna do a couple of other ones uh, like for example, you see these black squares. That's gonna be a table. I'm gonna see if I can do the tables somehow. I'm gonna make the runes save because if we save the game now and go back, pretty much everything saves in the game except the selected runes. Uh, so yeah, you see the missile runes, they're not saved yet. So that's something that, but we'll get to that. It's not the biggest deal to just have to do that every time you pretty much start the game. But that's fine. That's fine. Yes, let's just go out here and see if there's anything that I forgot. I don't think there is. No. No. But yeah, this was my fourth week. I'm really happy with this. If you look at the progress from week 1 to week 4, love it. Going really well here. Uh, Next week, probably gonna add effects. Some props will be nice. For example, I would like to have like skulls, like all kinds of debris and stuff. This is the troll village. I want that to be like things on fire, debris, corpses, a lot of like props that I can put everywhere. That's something that I think would be nice for the game. Just normal props as well. Like for example, I've started now with the bushes and the trees. I want like boulders. I want normal things like that, so I can just color everywhere. That's something I'm going to work with. Furniture, and then I have a pretty good base to start just painting everything, making it look nicer. Currently, it's pretty empty here. It was even more empty when it was just these 3 houses. But yeah, so if we can start painting even more, that's going to be really cool. And I'm looking forward to just comparing this video to next week when I started painting little bit more there. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Thank you.